Good morning, Freight Broker family. I hope you're doing well today. I wanted to come into your space this morning because I want to share something with you today. I want you to know something that I think is important for us to understand. It's okay to doubt yourself. I know that might be a little bit strange, a little bit odd to hear me say that it's okay to doubt yourself, but it is. It really is. I know we live in this modern era now, and it seems as if everybody is just marching toward their goals and nobody has to deal with self-doubt, doubting whether you can get something done or not, doubting yourself, doubting your own capability. But the truth is that most people, even the high achievers amongst us, deal with doubting self. And high achievers are high achievers because they doubt themselves. They don't think they're competent. They don't think they're good enough. They don't think they're capable of doing a thing, whatever that thing may be. They doubt themselves. But because of this, they work harder. They go after it harder. They give more of themselves to whatever it is that they're doing, so they are more prepared. That's why they're high achievers. So I don't want you sold on this idea that you have to be some hard person that doesn't deal with the natural occurrences in life. These things naturally happen. People become doubtful. That happens every day. The question to me is, how do we deal with self-doubt when it enters the equation? How do you deal with that adversity? It stops most people. Some people are able to navigate around that and keep moving forward. Back in 2016, I went to a TIA conference, Transportation Intermediaries Association conference, out in Houston, Texas. I think it was Houston that we went to. Oh no, San Antonio, Texas. So when I arrived to the center, where all the events were taking place, what I noticed very quickly is that there were a very small number of black people at this particular event. And I kind of figured that's how it would be. I didn't really expect that there would be a whole lot of black people. I figured that it would be predominantly a white event. That's what it was. So there were no surprises where that was concerned. I wasn't surprised. So when I got there, I was sitting at this table and we were waiting to get ready to go into the first event that morning. And we were having some breakfast. There was a little area where you could get breakfast. And I'm sitting at the table. And a man walks up to the table and he sits down. He said, "Hey, is it okay if I sit down?" I said, "Sure, go ahead and sit down." His name was James Tucker. And he is the president of the Tucker Company. And he just started to exchange with me, just started talking to me, having a regular conversation. And it made me feel a whole lot more comfortable, a whole lot more at ease. But I was having thoughts in my mind that maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe it's a little bit too early. I haven't been in business long enough. I don't know enough to be here. Doubting whether or not I was worthy. After I had that conversation with him, I started to feel a little bit better. And what I quickly figured out is that this thing was a networking opportunity for me to talk to other people that were in the same field that I was, to learn from them. Not just to take in the event and learn from the people who were giving the different seminars, but to learn from the people that were there, to make myself uncomfortable and start associating myself with different people, to learn about those people and what they did. I did that at that particular event. That was something that was definitely out of the norm for me. But it helped me to gain some confidence. It helped me to feel better about what I was doing. One of the things that I think is very important for us, especially when you're coming into a new field, is to realize that everybody starts at zero. All you have to do is to be the most prepared. And when you're the most prepared, then the playing field seems a whole lot more even, because it is. As a matter of fact, when you're most prepared, you're a little bit out in front of everybody else. So I focus on the things that I can control in my business. I focus on the next thing. I focus on the next conversation that I'm having with shippers. I want to communicate more effectively. I focus on the next rate that I provide to my shippers. I want to provide a more accurate rate. Focus on the next proposal. Focus on the things that you can control, and that's the next thing. And always remember this: you're more than capable. You are enough. You don't need to be anything other than who you are. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't need to develop yourself, but it does mean that you, just you, your best self, is more than capable. And also, know this: you don't have to know where the lift is going. You just have to take that step, take the initiative to take that step to the stairway, to get on the lift, and then you'll go to where the lift is going. And where is that? All the way to the top. So I want you to know something. Self-doubt is normal. It's okay to doubt yourself. As a matter of fact, I think a little self-doubt is good for you. It's good for the soul, because it lets you know, hey, I got to get moving. Even though I might have some doubt in my mind, I have to overcome it. It's about how you respond to it. When you doubt yourself, what will you do? How will you handle that self-doubt? Will you let it overcome you? Or will you put your head down and move forward? I believe that you'll move forward. I believe that you'll understand that it's just something that comes with being in a new space, and you'll overcome it. But know this: self-doubt can be a very tough thing to deal with if you let it be. I don't want you to let it be something bigger than what it is. It's normal. Move yourself past self-doubt by preparing harder, being more prepared, and then, of course, having the confidence to keep moving in the face of adversity. That's what I wanted to share with you today. You are very capable. No two ways about that. The only question is, will you live up to your true potential? Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. And know this, remember this, keep this at the forefront of your mind. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not one act, it's a habit. If you sow a thought in your mind, from that thought comes action. If you sow an action in your mind, from that action comes habits. If you sow a habit in your mind, from that habit comes a certain character. when you have a certain character, a certain way that you do things, a certain way about yourself, you walk into your destiny. It doesn't just happen. You make it happen based on what you do every single day. If you want to learn more about the freight broker business, I'll leave a free link in the description. It's my 5-video series, and I titled it, How the Load Movement Process Works. It will give you a chance to come into my office with me, watch over my shoulders. I move loads, talk to shippers and carriers, and the whole purpose of me showing you this is so that you can get a better understanding of how this business works before you decide to take the step to come into it. And then I'm also going to leave you a free video to show you how you transition from a part-time freight broker to a full-time freight broker, because we want to spend most of our time working on our dream. With that said, I'll see you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.